We have the brand new MG ZS Hybrid Plus 2025 model on review, and in this video I will explain you everything about this car, from technical data, interior, material quality, multimedia system, everything about the car you will find out in this video. So definitely stay until the end, because this MG ZS might be one of the best budget compact SUV that you can buy in 2024, 2025 basically, because we go in 2025 now. Also, I will give you some technical data and information, but before that, if you are in Romania, in Bucharest, definitely check out Meet Motors. If you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, they already have it there, so definitely check them out. They are super nice. Let me start with the beginning, and let me tell you that the version that I have with me is the exclusive version. Now, depending which country you are, the names of the trim levels might be different, and that means I have the top of the range version, which will cost 27,800 euro. This is the most expensive version, and from here, if I'm not wrong, you can add the color and also the rims, and that's it. I mean, everything else comes quite standard. The cool part is that the most affordable version starts at 23,400 euro, and it's amazing. I mean, it's a great price for an SUV, for a compact SUV, and from my test, from the time that I have been with the car, I have to tell you that it's a pretty good car. Also, from what I heard, for the moment, we have only the Hybrid Plus version. It's a full hybrid version. I will explain you in a second. You can get only this version, but in the future, from what I heard, 2025 will come also a pure petrol engine, which is pretty good. Let's go to the numbers. This Hybrid Plus version, it comes with a front wheel drive. That means it has a 1.5 liter 4 cylinders inline petrol engine, which has 102 horsepower, combined with one electric motor, 136 horsepower. Yes, you heard well. MG decided to have a bigger and a powerful electric motor, more powerful than the petrol engine, which is quite impressive. It's a very interesting full hybrid system, and it's one of my favorite, and I will explain you why, and I did explain you also in the test drive video why, so definitely check out that video as well. The total power, 197 horsepower, 343 Newton meters. Pretty powerful, more than enough power for daily driving. Also, it's connected to a 3-speed automatic transmission. Battery capacity, 1.8 kilowatt hour battery. It's an NCM battery. The consumption, VLTP estimation, 5.1 liter, but definitely check out my test drive to see the real numbers. And also, I plan to make a separate video only driving in the city to see and to find out the real numbers of the consumption, because I think you can get amazing efficiency, amazing numbers when it comes to consumption from this full hybrid system. If you drive how you're supposed to drive, anticipating the traffic, and if you drive really kind of in the speed limit, you can get great numbers. The fuel tank capacity, 41 liters. The weight of the car, 1,420 kilograms. The top speed, 168 kilometer per hour. CO2 emission, 115 grams. Turning circle, 10.5 meter. The front suspension, independent McPherson, and on the rear the car comes with torsion bar. The towing capacity, 500 kilograms. Trunk space, 443 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely, it will go up to 1,457 liters. Also, the great part is the fact that the car comes with a 7-year warranty, or 150,000 kilometers. Also, you have every year for those 7 years free assistance, and also every year from those 7 years you have one check for free, one service check for free, which is quite impressive, something that you don't get on other brands. And the fact that you have this extended warranty allow you to have some peace of mind as long as you don't go over those 150,000 kilometers. So it's a pretty good deal, it's a pretty good price. From my point of view, it's a car that definitely deserves your attention. Now guys, let's go outside, let's talk a little bit about the exterior design, then we'll go inside, and yeah, in the end, as always, we will take the conclusion. This is the key, pretty simple MG badge on the back, and here we have a few buttons. One, to unlock the trunk, because it didn't come with automatic lift gate, you can only unlock or lock. And then you have those two buttons to lock the car or unlock the car. You can do it very simple from the buttons, but also it comes with keyless entrance. That means if you come close to the car, you can press this button to unlock the car, and also if you come here, if you press this button, you lock the car. If you hear this sound, is because the trunk it's unlocked, it's open, because I opened it a little bit earlier. Otherwise, now if you lock it or unlock it, you won't hear this sound. Plus it comes with electric folding mirrors, which is pretty useful, at least if you park it in a crowded parking area, underground parking lots or stuff like that, where are a lot of cars. I think this feature it's extremely useful. Otherwise, this is the key. Let's talk a little bit about the exterior design of the car, which have been changed. In terms of size, it's relatively the same as the previous version, but when it comes to design, MG really changed the design that looks much more modern, much more sleek, much more interesting. You can see also the tail lights, which are much more visible, nice LED tail lights, which look really nice. With the design of the car, I really like also the bumper down there. It looks pretty cool with some silver and some fake exhaust pipes. I think it looks nice, much nicer than the previous version. A little bit of chrome around the windows, on the down skirt, a little bit of chrome. I like very much the fact that they still keep those plastic edges around the wheels, which protect the paint of the car. 18-inch rims look also quite nice on the car. You can also change the design. The front end have this new design language of the grille, which you saw also on the HS, the new MG HS, a little bit wider, a little bit brighter, and plus we have this lower end of the bumper, which look really interesting. And from my point of view, I think this new ZS, it's much more attractive, much more modern for its age, because the old one, the old version, was kind of a more classic look. This one look much more interesting. It's not extraordinary. I mean, in terms of design, it's still kind of classic, some areas where it's kind of classic, but it comes also with some elements that make the car much more interesting from my point of view. I want to say a few things from my experience and what I experienced with the car these days. The car have a few plus, extraordinary good plus. You can see the A pillar, it's a little bit higher, that allow you to have phenomenal, very good visibility around the windows, but that's kind of a disadvantage when you go at high speed on the highway, because you hear a little bit of wind from the outside. But that's not a big deal. You can have everything. You can have perfect visibility and in the same time perfect aerodynamic. But this is something that I noticed while I'm testing the car. Going forward, on the roof you have those silver roof bars where you can add some extra trunk. You don't have any radio antenna on the upper side, but you have some interesting lines on the roof which look really cool. I like also the spoiler, which is a little bit extended in the back. It looks really nice. And also you have some black piano around here. You have tinted windows on the rear and also tinted windows on the side. And you have also a wiper. The brake light, it's up here, pretty powerful. LED light. Down here you have LED light, which look really cool. The tail lights, it's kind of three-dimensional shape. Turning signal, it's normal halogen light, but it looks like an LED. You don't know it's halogen, to be honest, because it's spreading the light really nice. Here you have the reverse light on the both sides, also in a normal halogen light, but pretty powerful. And overall, the tail lights on the new MG ZS look pretty nice. The MG badge on the chrome, you have the reverse camera down here, and you have normal halogen yellow light on the rear. ZS Hybrid Plus, so you know which version it is. And down here you have the fog lamp right here in the middle on a normal halogen bulb light. Other than that, only 3 sensors on the rear for parking, and also for other safety features like rear cross traffic alert, which is a new safety feature that the car comes with, which is very cool. Some light reflectors around here, and on the downside, plastic mat and some silver and some fake exhaust pipes. The real one is somewhere under the car around there. Here you have the tank. Also the door of the tank, it's quite good quality. I like that. It feels pretty good. Let's go on the other side here. I want to show you also those plastic around the edges of the car. They are not super extended, at the same level as the paint, but it's very important to have those plastic also on the downskirt with some silver. And also here in this area you can see right now, this is why I leave this here, because this is how good it's protecting the paint of the car in time from scratch and all that stuff. I think it's extremely important to have those plastic around the edges. 18-inch wheels, as you saw before, winter tires, also ventilated brake discs, normal brake calipers in the front. On the rear you have normal brake discs and those pretty nice rims. Look cool. Some chrome around the lower end of the windows. Also those are the handles, you saw them before. Regarding the doors, I'm impressed that the door sounds quite nice. You hear this out? The back doors sounds even better. Also tinted windows, some black matte between the windows. Here you have big mirrors, good visibility, blind spot. Light is here in the corner. You have a turning signal, normal halogen light, and down here you have the camera for 360 degrees camera. Otherwise the mirror caps are in the same color as the car. Here on the windshield, as I said, it's stay kind of straight up, so you have fantastic visibility from the interior. I will show you when we go there. Here you have also the camera for all the safety features, reading the traffic speed limit signs, and also help for the lane assist, stay between the lanes, and all that autopilot system, because it's really having, and if you want to see how it works, check out the test drive. I explain you there a little bit more. It looks great. I love the grille. I love the design of the grille here. As you can see also on the new MG3 and also on the new HS, it's kind of look the same, kind of the same design language. Quite nice aggressive lines on the hood with the MG badge in the middle, some chrome here with black piano between the headlamps. The headlamps come full LED, low beam, high beam LEDs, not matrix, but they are extremely bright. I did a video about that. Definitely check it out on the channel to see how it looks in the nighttime. Daytime running light on the upper side, and here you have the turning signal, which are normal halogen bulb light inside, but they're pretty powerful. Here in the middle, some chrome on the grille, really interesting grille. Also here you have the front camera and air intakes on the lower and upper side, and the air intakes and the grille are not with active cooling, they are normal with passive cooling, so you don't have some clappers to close and open. And here on the side, this is not only for the design, it's really real, so some air intakes, which the air will go around here and go outside here and then around the wheels to improve the aerodynamic. But otherwise, this is it, guys. Here on the side you can see SAIC Vision LED light system writing on the side. So overall, this is the exterior, and also you have some silver lip on the front right there. So yeah, overall it looks good. Not extraordinary, but look good. But what I like very much about this car is the way you drive it, not the way it looks too much, but the way it drives really impressed me. Now I want to show you what is under the hood. Here you have a manual lift gate. This is the engine. This is the way it looks. There is the petrol engine, 1.5 liter, the air filter, the liquid for the wipers. Here are the electronic parts, the electric high voltage system with orange, and the liquid cooling and the fuse box on the right side. As you saw before, manual lift gate in the trunk. You open it from here, very simple like that. Once you open on the upper side, you have this handle. Pretty big entrance, quite square. I like that. I like the fact that it's a square entrance. You can fit in here big items without any problem. Also, if you want to go in holiday, if you have a family, even with 2 kids, I think you have more than enough space here to carry a lot of items. Here you have some plastic at the entrance. It's not completely flat. You have maybe 1-2 centimeter here. Here you have some storage space left and right. You have an LED light in the trunk, which is great, but you don't have any 12-volt port, but you have hooks in the corner, which is pretty good. Under the floor, you still have some storage space, which is extremely useful here. You have also the battery, the 12-volt battery, but plenty of storage space down here, which is extremely useful. Now, if you want to fold down the seats, you have to do it 60-40. You cannot fold down the middle part and carry 2 passengers and long items. You have to fold it down from the side, just like that. But it's extremely easy. You just press this button, push it forward, and yeah, I have to adjust my seats. With this occasion, I can adjust my seats in my driving position, so we can check out also the, I don't know, maybe back, just like that. Yeah, with this occasion I can also set the seat so we can see how much space I have when we go in the back. So now this is the space, this is the way it looks with the seats folded down, almost a flat floor, which is extremely useful. From my point of view, I think you can fit in here big items without any problem. And yeah, this is the way it looks. It's pretty practical. It's not 100% flat, but it's more than enough. Now going from the side, open the door opening pretty big. Also you have a big entrance here. This is the way it looks from the side. Also big entrance, as you saw before. You have also some plastic here in this area because you have all that electronic parts under, and the battery, it's around there, plus behind the seats. It's kind of fine in terms of material quality. And down on the legs, you don't have a transmission tunnel, so the space is relatively good if you want to add some extra items around there under the seats. Let's go to the door. In the back you have one window from one piece. If you want to fold it down, you can fold it. Let me show you. Until here you still have left around 5 centimeters there, but it's quite fine. It works quite fast. Now, what I like very much when you look at the door, guys, this is really interesting. Look at the door. You don't know what kind of materials they are because they kind of make these fake stitches around here, and otherwise it's plastic and plastic down here, but you have those fake stitches here the same. So it's kind of looking like leather, so first impression is like, oh my god, this is really good quality. So until you not touch it, you don't know what it is. And this is a smart thing because you have leather here where it's really matter. So if you have leather here where your armrest is resting, and then you see with your eyes this, you feel like you're in a much expensive car. So that's pretty smart stuff. This is the handle in chrome. Here you have some nice interesting trim design in plastic that looks like wood. Really cool. This is the button for the windows. Here you have some storage space, very useful. And here you have a speaker. Entrance pretty big. I like that. This is the way it looks. I love the fact that you have a bright white roof that make much more brighter the interior, much more positive. Those are the seats, those ecological, eco-friendly, animal-free seats. I really like the design and the feeling. Plus I like very much that the seat belt, it always stays here. Even though you want to put back the seats, you don't have to worry about the seat belt. It stays in place. So great job, MG. I really like the quality of the leather. It's ecological leather. The same, it feels relatively the same as the one on Tesla, which I like very much. You have the stitches, side support, Isofix. You can install 2 child seats here in the back, but you don't have an armrest in the middle. That means it's much more softer, and for a third person in the middle here probably will be more comfortable. But overall I like the fact that they are perforated. In the summer they are super good because you're not going to sweat too much. But overall the quality is quite good. Behind the front seat you have also the same leather storage space. I like that. Really like the back seats. Here you have also hooks. You have also handle. The quality of the roof, it's relatively nice. Not the best, but it's relatively fine. Close the door. You saw before I adjust the driver's seat in my driving position. This is the space behind myself. I have more than enough space on my knees. I can stretch my legs under the front seats without any problem. So I have a lot of space down there. So overall, space 173 centimeters is no problem. Even on the head, I mean, I'm crazy impressed with how spacious this ZS is. I wouldn't expect that, and that's why, guys, you can have everything. You can have this amazing space inside, and in the same time great aerodynamic, great sound insulation. And yeah, you have to give up on something to win something. And here the visibility, big windows, you have another window there. It's very good. Position here is very good. I have a lot of space. So yeah, great job. I think they did a great job. Here in the middle you have 2 vents. They feel quite good quality, plus 1 USB 2 port, and that's it. The tunnel in the middle, You can stay also with your legs together somehow. That's good. Storage space on the legs. It's good on the head. Also in the middle, pretty good space. Wow, it's pretty good. Stretch my hand completely, and here stretch my hand completely. Super good space here. So great job, MG. And also it's quite comfortable, surprisingly, because I don't have that armrest. It's not bad. It's comfortable even in the middle. So you can have free person in the middle without any problem for short, medium trips. Will be just fine. Will be really fine. Regarding the dashboard and the design in the front, I think it's much better, much more modern than the previous version. I love the vents. The design of the vents look great, look modern and nice. The center console, it's beautiful. It looks like an expensive Audi or some premium expensive car. I really like also the gear selector. The steering wheel is my favorite with this flat up and down, look gorgeous. And overall, much more modern, much nicer than before. Plus ergonomy, it's good because you have physical button for the most important function. It's pretty nice from my point of view. One big window from one piece, lovely visibility from the interior. I will show you when we go there. And this time I get in the front and I have to touch every single material because I want to touch to see if it's real. And it's really interesting because this time in the front, even though you have kind of the same stitches, it's a little bit different than on the rear because this time on the upper side, look at this, the trim, it's so crazy real. It looks like leather, but it's plastic. But down here, it's leather everywhere. This is leather, soft. Down here, it's soft. Even here, it's soft, leather. Here is leather. So you have soft material exactly where it's really matter. And I like that. So it's pretty good quality. Handle in chrome, lock and unlock button. You have the button for the windows here. The same kind of trim around here. The storage space pretty big, and then again you have the speaker. The entrance also quite big in the front right here. You can see from this angle. You can see the seats, and down here they are electric adjustable seats, so you can adjust it from here. Very easy. Normal pedals down there. Also a little bit higher you have the controllers. From here you adjust electric the mirrors, which is great, and you can fold it from here, and from here you adjust the position of the lights. A little bit higher from here up you have soft material, so everywhere here it's soft material. You can see the stitches, the same leather, the same artificial leather. You have the vents which look good and feel good as you touch it, and also everywhere on the dash here it's soft material, which is super impressive. I like that. In this price range I'm crazy impressed. Now looking at the seats, they look really nice. I like it. You have side support, they look modern, they look comfortable, they are perforated, they are heated. You have side support. They are quite nice. Also those come on this version, on this top of the range version. On the entry-level version you will have some textile material seats, but I like them. I really like them. And you have also the lumbar position from here, which you can activate it and adjust it manually. Pretty nice. Now let's go inside and let me show you the visibility. Visibility around the windows is just perfect. I really like the visibility in the mirrors, around the windows, even in this mirror on the middle here in the center. It's perfect visibility, and around the windows, because you have those A-pillar a little bit higher, you have lovely visibility around the windows. Even in the back, good visibility there, almost no blind spot. And then you can see one more time the seats here in the middle. I really like the center armrest because it's perfectly placed. Plus you have the same leather, some storage space down there. Here you have some cup holders or storage space which you can kind of adjust. The same trim as on the doors here, so you don't have glossy plastic. It's kind of matte. Then we have here the place for the phone with some rubber. I like that rubber here, so it's no plastic. I like that because you don't hear anything if you put your stuff around here. Also 12-volt port, USB 2, USB-C, super useful. And here on the side you have some storage space also here on this area on the passenger side, which is super convenient. I love this area with the piano black and this chrome. It looks so good. I like so much also the start-stop engine button, electronic handbrake, and from here you change different driving modes. So you have eco, normal, and sport mode. So from here you can change those different driving modes. But the selector, it feels like you're driving an Audi. It feels so good quality, and it's so nice place, and it looks so good. Plus you have the parking button here, super easy to adjust and to change those settings. Everywhere on the dash is soft material, the vents feel good as you touch them, and the way they place, they look really nice. You have some extra storage here. You have also here in the glove box, pretty good space. Plus here soft material with stitches. Look really good. Then you have physical button for different function. Turn off the climatic system, turn on the climatic system. Shortcuts for defrosting, hazard light button, home button, and the volume is here. Super easy to adjust. Now the steering wheel, you can adjust it only up and down. You cannot adjust it forward, backward. For me, it's no problem. I find my position, but for some people, maybe need to check first. But I love the steering wheel, the same leather, artificial ecological leather as on the seats, but it feels good. You have perforated areas around here on the side. You have physical button for cruise control and autopilot. You have physical button here on this side to adjust different settings on the screen. I love the fact that it's easy to use, and the way they designed it with piano black, it looks super cool. Digital screen, big screen with a lot of functions. I will show you in a second. Up here you have also this vanity mirror. No light up here, but you have a vanity mirror, which is great. You have SOS button, some microphones here, and you have normal halogen light up here on the roof. Let me go to the screen and then to the multimedia. On the screen, guys, I like very much the fact that you can customize it in many ways. You can see the consumption from start now. You can go and see the consumption for the last 1,000 kilometers. You can also reset it. You can go and see the energy flow, what happened with energy in real time when the engine is running, how much battery you still have down there, and so on. While you're driving, you can see a nice graphic. Here you have the power meter. You can see when you drive what happened with the energy of the car. And then you have here also this view with the time and date. You can go also left or right to change the brightness. You can go and see assistance systems view, what happened when you activate autopilot. I show you more in the test drive video, so you can see there more information. And then here you can see the tire pressure, the voltage in the battery, and if the car has some errors. And that's it. It's pretty cool. On the lower end, you can see how many kilometers you can still drive. You can see in what driving mode you are, how many kilometers have the car. Those stars here are kind of a save buttons. You can choose and save in the menu what kind of function you want to have it. And this one have the function to change the regenerative brake. So you have 3 levels of regenerative brake, level 1, 2, 3. You can see down there. And level 1, it's lower, higher, and very high. So when you release the acceleration, you regenerate more energy back into the battery. Let me go to the multimedia. Here is the home screen. This is the home screen, and you have some shortcuts on the left side, which you can go to the vents. And here you have heated steering wheel, heated seats. You can choose the temperature from here, so you can choose wherever temperature you want to have inside, and so on. You can choose the level of the vents, or you can put it on auto. Super simple from there. Very easy to use, very easy to adjust. You have also some shortcut functions here on the home screen. You have home screen shortcut function for navigation, for USB and music, and for app connectivity, because you can connect Apple CarPlay, Android Auto wireless, which is great. Then you have, of course, the second page with all the function and the settings of the car, which we will go in the second. But first, if you go here to the shortcuts, you can go to navigation, for example. Navigation system, it's also pretty good. It's reacting relatively fast. It's not the best on the market, I can say that, but it's relatively fine. I mean, it doesn't have too much lag. It shows you also the charging station or the gas stations or all the point of interest, and it's relatively fast. It's moving relatively fast. You can go to search. You have point of interest up here like restaurant, gas stations, and you can choose one and then just select it, and the car will route. You press start, and it's loading relatively fast. So yeah, from my point of view, it's fine. It's not the best on the market, but pretty fine, pretty quick, pretty responsive, which is good. Then you go to media, you go to the vehicle, or you go to the telephone. So you have the vehicle, because on the vehicle you have the most important functions. So if you go to vehicle, let me show you. You have the lamps, welcome lights, follow me home, some auto main beam. From here you can activate it so the car can switch between high beam and low beam automatically. If you go to MG Pilot, you can choose here to turn it off, all the safety features like limited adaptive cruise control or autopilot that stay between the lanes, accelerate, keep the distance. I explain you that in the test drive video, so check out that. The overspeed audible warning, you can deactivate it from here. Here you find all the safety features of the car, like front collision warning, emergency brake. You can change the lane departure assist. You have also rear drive assist, blind spot detection, lane changing assist, rear cross alert, door opening warning. So many safety features. Yeah, it's crazy. Rearward collision warning, that's great. You go in reverse and if the car feels that it's something, it will warn you. Driver fatigue monitoring. So it has so many safety features, and I was impressed to see with how many safety features in this price have it. Plus this is so easy to adjust and change. If you go to driving, you have auto hold function, which you can activate and deactivate from here. You have downhill assist, you have traction control and energy recuperation. You can choose the level from here, and on the convenience you can select whichever function you want to have on the stars from the steering wheel, and you have some other settings around here and the status of the car. Now if you go to the menu, you can see the 360 degrees camera, which I find it extremely useful. You have a good resolution, and you can see the side cameras. The side cameras is the best because it shows you from the front of the car to the back of the car, so you have a super wide angle, so when you go around some obstacles you can see very clear if you hit or touch with the car. So it's extremely useful when you go in tight places. Also left and right and reverse, you can also touch it to show you a little bit zoom or wide. In the front the same story, zoom or wide. So super cool stuff. You can also go to settings here for the lanes, for the lines. Here on the other settings you have the main settings around here, from brightness, screen view, you can do it, you can make it dark or auto or light, the language, the date format, time, units, Bluetooth, you find it here, you have volume, system and so on. So you find all the settings around here. And then you have also the bin vehicle to the phone, you have navigation, phone, user manual and so on. But the most important functions, they are those that I show you. I will make a separate video to show you how you can connect your phone with this multimedia system, so you will know in the future if you wanna use it. So overall I think I cover almost everything, guys. I hope you made an idea about this MG ZS. From my point of view, for the price, it's a great car, so definitely go and test drive it. And if you are in Romania and Bucharest, definitely check out Meet Motors. We'll leave the link in the description, also on the screen. You can check out the car there, you can test drive it. They will help you with every single question. Anyway, if you have question, ask me also down below. I'll be happy to answer you. I try my best to answer you to all, even though sometimes it's hard. But in general, I think it's a great price offer, one of the best price offer on the market these days, and I think this car really deserve your attention. So that was the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Definitely check out the test drive with the same car. You will get more information from there. Thank you, stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.